Now then, welcome to the channel, Lake District, Great Langdale and the old dungeon Ghyll. We're staying there for the weekend and today we're going to head off into the Langdale Pikes. There's two I need to tick off second time round, Harrison Stickle and Stickle Tarn. So we're going to head up over Pike Howe and up to Loft Crag and then right round the Langdales and back down the gully the other side of Pavey Ark. As we make our way through the fields, I'll have a quick look at the route. Well, it's a lovely morning. That view over my head, looking back to the crinkles and Bow Fell, Pike Bliscote. Yeah, glorious. Better than I was expecting, really. And we're getting this walk in just in time, I think, because we're expecting a snow bomb to hit in a couple of days. So next video could be a bit wintry. And the way we're going up today, it was a route recommended by a regular contributor to the channel. So Darren, if it all goes wrong, I'm holding you entirely responsible. I can't see there being any issues. Could be a bit busy up there with Saturday morning, nice day. Yeah. Right, there's nobody plodding their way through these fields with us at the moment. Right, so we're on our way to the new dungeon Ghyll, and we go up Stickle Ghyll for a bit, and then I think we branch off to the left to go up over Pike Howe, which I think might be that's right above my head now. That could be it, I think, not sure. Right, onwards. Well, as you know, I don't like coming back the same way as I've gone up a hill, so I just did a bit of a variation and came through the fields on the way up there. This is our return route here, and me being the trained navigator, I completely missed where we should have turned off to pick the intended route up. That's a bit off-piste and back to that gate there. We're back on track. Look at the views. Glorious. As I say, hopefully next time out they'll be covered in snow. I don't mind as long as it's not too much for Charlie. I mean, I've got full winter gear, but I just get a bit concerned when it's too deep for Charlie or something like that. Mind you, if you've watched our video on low pike and high pike, he was practically disappearing into it in places, and he was in his element. So we'll see. Right, we'll carry on upwards. So we have been in this area before. I thought I recognised it. We've come down that path before, but now we carry straight on up by the side of this wall. Ooh, getting warm. Wait a minute, Barnet already, look. And that's looking back down Langdale. Lovely morning. So it's a good path coming up here. It's pitched pretty much all the way so far anyway. That there in front of us, where's it gone? Can you see it? Oh yeah, straight above my head there. That's Loft Crag, our first objective of the day. Nobody coming up this way neither, which is good. And one or two clouds starting to roll in as well. Don't know if we can be having that. Right upwards. So, just for a change, earlier I got it wrong, didn't I? I said that was our first objective, didn't I? It's not, is it? That's Mark Gate. Our first objective is there, which I think is Loft Crag, and then I think that one there is Harrison Stickle, and then you might be able to just make out sticking up over there Pavey Ark, and then that waterfall, that's Dungeon Ghyll. Oh, so it's flattening out a bit just up here. I don't know for how long though. It's actually starting to spit a bit now as well. Right, upwards. Oh well, it's a bit of a slog coming up here now. Oh, there's a few people coming up behind us as well. You see over that way, Weatherlam in the Clag, Tarn, Lingmoat, and looking right over to Windermere, and then where we'll be going in a couple of videos time, I think it is, over to Rig, but we're not actually going up Rig to the summit. Our objective that day will be Silver Howe, and that'll be somewhere around about the Christmas or New Year video, I think, something like that. Right, there's some more blue skies appearing up here, and it's getting steep again and a bit breezy as well. Right, upwards. So once again, in naming our first objective, I was wrong. That is Tarn Crag. Our first objective is there. That's Loft Crag. And that's quite clearly Pike Stickle, which we're going up after Loft Crag. Oh, and coming up that little bit of scrambly section, I just pulled some here. Oh, that hurts now. Oh, right. We'll continue. It's levelled out now. We'll get to the head of Dungeon Ghyll. And up to Tarn Crag. Right. On we go. So that's Loft Crag done. Just had to double back on ourselves a bit there. Trained navigator, you know. I missed the path that comes off here from the top of Dungeon Ghyll. And whatever it is I've pulled, I don't know if it's an intercostal or something like that, but it doesn't have blooming hurt. It's affecting me breathing as well. I don't know what it's going to be like on a bit of scramble going up Pike Stickle. Oh, anyway, that's a decent view behind, isn't it? Looking over to Windermere there and Coniston Water. A few crepuscular rays coming down over Weatherlam and that area. And still a bit drizzly here as well. Plenty of people around and else. Right, over to Pike Stickle, and I think we'll drop down from there. See if we can find somewhere out at wind and away from crowds. It'd be about time for coffee and a chew. Right, on we go to Pike Stickle. So we're at the bottom of the scramble section up to the top of Pike Stickle. So I'm going to have to put you away to get up there, and we'll hopefully see you at the top. So that's Pike Stickle done. So we're going to drop down off here, out at wind, I think, and see if we can find somewhere for coffee and a chew. So we'll see you down there. So that's us up and down Pike Stickle relatively safely. Only ended up on my backside once coming down. Bit slippy in places with the rocks being wet, and that didn't help the chest issues or whatever I've done to it. Right, so we've just got to get our way up Harrison Stickle, and it's pretty much all downhill from there. So we're gonna drop down back down into the valley here, and we're going to see if we can find somewhere for coffee and a chew. And if you'd like to contribute to the channel and buy us coffee and a chew for a future episode, you can just scan that QR code there, and that'll take you straight to our Buy Me a Coffee page, and you buy us a coffee and a chew. Right, see if we can get somewhere sheltered down here. Well, we're on our way up to Harrison Stickle. I'm not doing much filming. I'm starting to struggle a bit now. I don't know if it's because it's whatever I've done here, but not feeling it all of a sudden. That's where we've been, Pike and Stickle, and then Bow Fell and beyond are all clagged in now. Anyway, onwards up to Harrison Stickle. Well, we're still on our way to Harrison Stickle. I'm going to have to put everything away now. It's turned a bit grim. Raining. Ugh. Right, yeah, so put everything away, unfortunately, and we'll hopefully see you when it stops raining. Well, the rain stopped, but the wind's got up. And this, whatever I've done, it's affected my mood. I just want to get down now. It's turned into a bit of a, well, it's not a nightmare, is it? Not much to say, I'm afraid. I just get to Pavey Ark and get down the gully at the other side of it, down to Stickle Tarn. See how I feel when we get down to Stickle Tarn, and see if we can get out at wind. I might have some lunch down there. On we go to Pavey Ark. So I'm not doing much filming because weather's turned awful. I've spat me dummy out. I don't know what I've done to my left boob. Oh, it's making everything hard work. So I just thought I'd show you where we're heading down now. So we're down here to Stickle Tarn. Might have lunch down there, or might just carry on back. We'll see what it's like when we get down there. Well, the rain has stopped and we're almost back down to Stickle Tarn, which you can see there behind me. I just put you onto the camera and get my grumpy old man head on again. So that's looking down on Stickle Tarn, and if we zoom in, look, he's just pitched up. It's a popular tarn. It's pretty much next to the path. It's 1:30 on a Saturday afternoon and he's just pitched up. Do my head in. I know I wild camp, but there's principles of wild camping. One is arrive late, leave early, and that's neither, is it? It's not exactly a stealth coloured tent neither, is it? Give us all a bad name. It's the bad apples, isn't it? Right, so back onto the path down here, and then down to the tarn, and maybe have some lunch. So we've arrived at Stickle Tarn and I'm going to have some lunch here. Dummy's back in. It stopped raining, we keep getting bits of sunshine as well. Just noticed there's some people on the way up Jack's Rake. It's not for me best of conditions, but it'll be mighty slippy going up there today. I don't think that's a particularly responsible route today actually. And the the wild campers over there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the day glow green tent. Right, I think we're just gonna nip over outflow, get behind the dam wall and have our lunch. So we've had our lunch, and we're on our way down now. We're going down at the moment, the same way as we came up last time we were here, but just down here I'm gonna cross over to the other side at Beck and then head down that path. There's a bit of a coach party coming down behind us. Oh, wind's picking up again. Right, down we go. Go on, boy. Go on, you go first. That's it, good boy. Good boy. So we crossed over Stickle Ghyll without any major issues. And as last time we were here, when we went up the path on that side, and we were only ones going up there, we've crossed over onto this side. We're only ones coming down this way now. Everybody else is going down that way. So that's a bonus, isn't it? And the rain stopped. Thankfully, it started just as I was packing up after lunch. It started again. It stops now. We've still got some decent views in front of us. I'll sit you on other camera. So that's looking over to Lingmore and Side Pike, and over that ways right down Langdale, and I don't know if you can make out on here. You can see Windermere. Right, so we're going to carry on down here and get back down into the valley. Well, it's a good path for waterfalls, isn't it? I don't know if I've been on this path before. Last time we were here, we came up that side, and I have been down the higher path up there. I think that will have joined up with this by now, so I've probably been on this stretch of it, but I don't ever remember having to cross over the stream further up. So we're pretty much back down into Bottom Valley now. And then it's just kind of back above the fields. We won't go back on the same path that we came out on. We'll go on the higher path. Right, so we'll get our way back down to the new Dungeon Ghyll. So we've crossed the stream again. I mean, there's a footbridge down here, but where would have been the fun in... Oh, this is a bit boggy. Where would have been the fun in using the footbridge when you can just use some boulders? Oh, now then, I think I've come the wrong way. Mind you, it does avoid a rather slippy looking slab. Just lost my foot then. Right. Oh, nice and peaceful again. So we're back on our intended outward route now. So we don't actually go right down to the new dungeon Ghyll. We skirt around the bottom of the fells before we get right down to it. Right. Oh, I was going to say I'm ready for a beer when we get back to the hotel, but at £4.80 a shout, I'm not sure how appealing that is really. Right, downwards. This way, Charlie. This way. So did you recognise that fork in the paths there? All those hours ago, or about, what, 25 minutes ago for you, we went up that way by that wall, and this was the route I'd intended to come out on, but we'll go back on it instead, seeing as we came up through the fields down there. So we're not that far from the hotel, and a £4, can't remember if it was 80 or 90 pint of Old Peculiar, and it's not the best Old Peculiar neither. Any port in a storm though. Right, down we go. So you can see our hotel in front of us there. So I'm going to sign off. What can I say about today's walk? It's been a walk of thirds, hasn't it? The way up was good. The way down was good. The tops were grim. Well, at least we had some views. It was just, I spat me dummy out on tops, didn't I? With my man boob issues, the weather, the state of the path. Anyway, overall we've enjoyed it. It's been good. Now, before I go, in the Buy Me a Coffee page, we've ventured into some merch. Now, it's not the ideal setup really in Buy Me a Coffee. I'll have to see if I can find another way around it, but there's some coasters on there. They're these. They're cork backed, and they've got a glossy finish of our logo on the front. Ideal for your coffee and your chew. So yeah, if you fancy one of them, if you feel like you want to contribute to the channel but don't want to buy us a coffee and a chew, you want to see something for your money. You could have a coaster. Like I say, it's not ideal because I can't take postage and packing into account separately if you buy more than one. So I'll have to make some more inquiries and searching around, see what I can do. But no, hope you've enjoyed the walk. If you have, please do the usual, the liking, subscribing, ringing the notification bell, commenting and sharing, all the usual malarkey, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra!